If you missed part 1 of our reaction to the finale, link is in the description box and pinned comment. In the meantime, here's our reaction to part 2, which also features the review. Doors up.
Holy fuck!
Oh my god!
What? Oh,
How
fuck.
I'm so wow. That was so surprising. Oh shit!
Whoa.
Wow, that was shocking.
Was there any hints at all she could do some shit like that at this show?
Let me know when you've killed them all, will you?
How?
Why?
Why'd you bring everyone?
What was the point of that?
Oh no.
She has all their powers?
Someone who wants to kill your brother.
She just did the fucking 5 thing.
Yeah, I was talking about 5.
And of course 5 is knocked out right now.
She has his strength too. What is she like rogue or something? What
Yeah. What is going on?
Oh. Is she gonna rumor her, dude?
We haven't officially met. I'm Lila.
Oh, that's right. They haven't met.
Oh damn.
I know I was gonna fight this well.
I heard of him. He stopped breathing.
She resurrected it! What? No!
Who is she?
What's your deal? Why is she so excited by it? You fucking psychopath. No.
Damn, that was a surprise.
She's like rogue, dude. No.
No. Oh, fuck that. No way. No. Come on, buddy.
Oh. Wow.
I'm sorry, I had to do this.
Oh, she collects kids with powers. That's her thing.
Ah.
What if Hargrave collected this? The reason he couldn't find the other ones because the 7 are the only ones he could get to.
What took you so long? Well, we're here now. Do you want to stop complaining? Or if you prefer, we could just leave you here.
Yeah, what he said. Everything in this family should be a discussion.
Team zero. All right. Unstoppable.
There's still Lila out there, y'all.
If she can do everything we can do, then she might as well just be one of us.
She's an 8th sibling. Or 9th.
Are we surprised?
I'm happy they're going there.
Told us the whole truth about him.
But she's not our biological sister.
None of you guys are biological. I can still fuck her, right?
So
It's over.
yeah, but she can only mirror one.
Oh, really? So her power is mirroring. Owie.
Ooh.
I can take you to a place where you will be properly understood.
The show is insane.
It's so good.
You are going to suffer for what you did.
Lady, I got no idea what you're talking about.
Like the handler, alright? She faked the kill. Bullshit, I saw the kill order. AJ Carmichael ordered it.
She just said she faked it.
Don't make sense.
Explain.
Never cared about your parents. She was looking for you.
Exactly.
Because you're one of us. And restore her.
Winner over with love.
Please join the Umbrella Academy. Please join.
Listen to me, Lila. You were born October 1st. Love shouldn't have to hurt this much.
Spit that truth, Luther.
Oh, Luther.
Spit that truth. Oh, Luther, you're the best.
Because I know what it's like to love dangerous people. I know that we can be your family.
Oh, I hope this works.
Please,
Oh, I really hope this works.
please join them.
Really hope this works. Please. Please. I feel like you're setting me up to mislead me.
Please join them.
I feel like you're trying to
Don't do
mislead me.
this.
No, she's gonna stab him.
She
Isn't
gonna
she?
fucking stab his ass. Oh, what? Holy fuck! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
No.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's 5-shot too?
Yeah.
But she has their power. She can turn back. She can go back in time or something, right?
But her thing's mirroring.
Oh, fuck. At least it worked.
Do you even love me?
Oh!
What is happening right now?
What?
Harlan, do something.
Yes!
God
Harlan,
damn.
please do
What is
some
happening?
This is so fucked up. How? What is gonna happen?
Oh, thank God.
Oh, 5 survived. Dude!
What?
Not decades, seconds. The Swede! Oh, the Swede, baby! Not decades, seconds. Hell yeah. Fuck her.
I think he's in a time term like seconds.
Oh, chose not to.
No, he's reverse. He's going back.
Right. Oh, right.
Look at him go! Look at him go!
Yes!
Wow.
5!
What a
man.
shot.
This is so great.
Hell yeah.
It's true, isn't it? What 5 said.
Mmm.
Oh!
Yup.
Now shoot the Swede.
You should let her answer though, so she can get her definitive hate. Oh no!
Fuck.
Lila.
Well, y'all can stop him.
Enough.
Luther's still up top. That was the journey of the Swedes. Aw, she left the bracelet behind. Oh yeah, Harlan.
Yeah.
There's a whole situation happening. Damn. Right through that shit.
No fucks given. Is she taking it back from him? Oh, she's taking it back.
Oh damn.
I hope that doesn't kill him, because that was the thing that brought him back to life in the first place.
Mole, 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 mole.
Okay, good. They're not gonna kill the kid.
He's gonna have Pogo's voice. Well done, children.
Good. Thank you, Vanya.
All of you were necessary.
Teamwork. Except for Klaus.
And Luther to a certain extent.
Oh.
Hey, my man. All good?
What are you doing?
I don't know, but I love it.
Need to elect a new board of directors. But until then,
Herb's in charge.
I've been voted in as acting chairperson.
Go.
That's huge.
Hell yeah.
Well, now he acts like he knows everything about it. Diego.
Sure. Briefcase.
They got like Castilian briefcases. I don't know why we never even thought.
Yeah. Oh wow.
The sooner we leave, the safer it is for everyone, and we can figure out the next steps.
Oh no, she's not gonna leave.
We can't go with you.
Why?
Well, she's never reason to. Carl's not around.
What about Harlan? What if something happens to him? What if we're separated?
It's definitely better in
2019.
2019. There's definitely arguments you can make here, Vanya.
So what? You're scared of me now? Is that what this is?
Scared for you.
Damn. She's a danger now because she's on the run. Going with her would put her in more danger, she feels.
Tell me we could have a normal life there. They know it would ever come after us or be with you like they did today.
Oh Jesus.
I can't.
But
I would do anything.
the commission's gone.
I can't put that child in any more danger.
What? That's what Umbrella Academy does.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's what this family does best.
Family.
That's what Luther said.
Vin Diesel would be proud.
Where will you go?
A friend in California.
You go there.
Aw. Go to Cali.
You never find a safe way back to me, you take it. You hear me?
They got
Aw.
a bunch of briefcases.
We got a shit ton.
They just grab as many as they can.
Just come visit anytime you want. She can come visit anytime she wants to.
Yeah. Aw.
Just take 2. This is very sweet.
I guess that makes sense.
Hey, he's back.
I don't belong in 1963, but my time here has changed me.
Oh, you can put your arm around her. That's nice.
Aw.
Oh, we couldn't save David though.
David? No way.
Oh wow. Go with them.
No way. Sissy unleashes a power. Oh, he's still got a power.
Just can control it. Suspicious look.
I'm gonna kill you, Mom.
Wait.
All right.
Wait. They did it. And they're back. There's another apocalypse outside.
After the apocalypse.
Good.
Oh my god, it's over?
Good shit, y'all. Which means Pogo's not dead. Does that mean Hargrave's never died? Ben's still dead though.
Why is there a painting of Ben over the mantelpiece?
Uh-oh. You guys changed history.
I knew you'd show up eventually.
Because they went back to their future. Uh-oh.
Oh, this isn't your home.
Uh-oh.
This is the Umbrella Academy.
Wrong again. This is the Sparrow Academy.
What?
Ooh? What the fuck?
And who the hell are these assholes?
Is that Ben?
Oh. What?
What is happening?
Huh?
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Damn, what a setup.
Wow. Okay. Pulled me in again.
They just never solve a problem, do they?
Just keep digging themselves some deeper holes.
I'm gonna look forward to making the thumbnail for this one. Which moment? Well, overall, I thought this was a better season than 1.
1000%.
I thought season
agree.
1 was a great season. I love the show, but this one just felt way more focused.
Had a lot of heart to it as well.
There wasn't a single weak episode. Every episode was great. There was something surprising, moving in every single episode. I'd still say the 6th episode when they all meet the dad in the restaurant is still my favorite. That's 6 or 7th
That was
episode?
6.
Yeah, I still think that's my favorite of the season. And I would say this is the final episode. This is my second favorite. Yeah.
I would say this is a better finale than the season 1 finale. Season 1 finale was great, but just seeing them come together as a team for the first time since the beginning. Well, no, in episode 6, but
Yeah.
since the first time since the beginning of season 2 was really nice to see.
Well, it's like they all came together last time to take down Vanya, and this time they all come together to help Vanya.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like they're learning. It's like they're having character growth.
Well, they actually feel like a real family this time around. Every step of the way, and then up to its final moments, they feel like an actual family and brothers and sisters. And with this weird wiggle room where we're like, yeah, but they can still bone each other if they want.
Yeah, that's fine. They're not
Why not?
technically
They're
related.
not biologically related.
That was Diego's main concern.
Yeah. I mean, Luther has that concern too, but there's so much to talk about. I mean, let's get into it. When they all unite around Vanya, I thought that was so beautiful. Because it was weird how it's kind of jarring a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
I felt like there was a scene missing.
yeah, because there was like a whole conversation off camera that we didn't see.
Right.
Of them going, we should help. But they all kind of just show up. I appreciate the mislead, and it's still a rewarding moment when they all start clamoring in the car. But at the same time, I was like, wait a minute. Just like, you guys seem a split second ago.
This is way too quick.
Yeah. That seemed like there was some beat that was missing. Probably had to take out for time or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I appreciate where it went, though.
Yeah, either way, it's like the conclusion we landed on I thought was beautiful, especially for the Vanya arc that we got, and for them to unite together for something that they didn't know what the stakes necessarily were.
And just trusting her.
They were reuniting not around an apocalypse or trying to go against Vanya, but to help her. I thought was a beautiful thing.
To help her and to help a kid.
To help a kid as well, yeah. To help little baby boy Harlan, who still has a power.
Who still has power, twiddling that duck thing he had.
It's crazy all this showdown at the farm, you know? all at Sissy's farm. When they're helping out Harlan, and then when Lila and Handler show up, I'm like, okay, where's this really going? Where's this really going?
Right.
And it seemed like very superhero-y for all them to show up, all the assassins.
Yeah, and just the army, like, onslaught of assassins with their briefcase and mask. And I like that they kept the fact that they all wear masks, like kind of how Hazel and Cha-Cha wore the masks in the beginning.
That's some interesting masks I think are universal and timeless masks. These masks will be fine for any era.
They prevent chafing on the time travel.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what? I do gotta say though, like, I didn't quite get the purpose of them all showing up.
Because literally all you need is Lila. All you need is her to do her fucking whatever that was she did. Her mirror thing. It was very rogue from X-Men without the touching though.
If anything, you just lost yourself a shit ton of assassins because of this, you know?
For no reason.
Like, it was a cool moment. They all show up. It's intense. But then some stuff was kind of undercutting it for me where they're all firing and yet none of them can land a single hit on any of them. I'm like, there's a gazillion bullets going around.
They're basically the stormtroopers. And that was really trippy with Diego when he did the force thing. And I'm like, ooh, I guess he can control metal now. I didn't know that was his power. I thought he just had specific things over his blades, but I would say would utilize that.
They never did. I don't think they ever quite fully explained how he's able to manipulate the blades or why it's specifically blades that he's able to manipulate.
Right.
I just kind of rolled with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Him controlling those bullets, that was pretty nuts. This whole thing with Lila, I love the reveal of it, and I love the additional context it provides for what the Handler really does and the bigger objective she has.
She cares about power. Her finding Lila made me think that maybe she goes after those kids as well, and that's why Harlan was only able to get 7 of them because she got the other ones.
But now it's making me wonder if we watch this season back, if there was any clues at all that she had powers.
Right.
Because it's like the most mega power. Like, she's a threat to them all. The only way they were able to get her to not kill them was a conversation.
Yeah. And if they didn't have Diego there, it would have been a wrap.
They were all trying to murder her. The only advantage they have is that she can only use the powers one at a time. There was never a hint that she could have the powers, at least something I totally missed.
No, it came out of nowhere, like right out of left field.
But then I'm like looking back and I'm going, is there a scene where it would have been necessary for her to use a power? That's the other flip side. I'm like, was there ever an essential scene though where we needed to see a hint? Or would it have been like, if she had these powers, she would have used them here, you know?
But it does make sense, not the fact that she has powers, but the fact that why it shows early in the season why the Handler would go back and kill these people just for this little girl. So we did get a hint of that, and then why she would fake the documents or order them to be killed in the first place because she knew this girl had powers.
That's crazy. And then why she's also having eyes on Harlan. So I think in terms of like how it all ties together is brilliant.
I think the one question the season left me is how Hazel played into all of this. Because he came at the beginning of the season, but they never really like follow up with like how he knows what he knows and all of that jazz.
I mean, he just gave the photo of Hargraves at the JFK assassination, right? Wasn't it the Frankel footage that he gave?
He did give the Frankel footage.
The Frankel footage revealed the JFK assassination and that Hargraves was there at the JFK assassination.
I believe, yeah, man. I don't remember.
There's so much show.
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
There's so much show to keep track of right now.
Yeah.
Because, you have that at the opening. There's so many timelines now, too.
Yeah.
There's a gazillion timelines.
I guess in season 3, they're going to deal with alternate dimensions.
Well, there was, I mean, even, I forget, it was like the third or second to last episode of season 1 where 5 created another new timeline.
Oh, yeah, because he reversed all the events of what happened
exactly. He changes the timeline again, and then you got this opening timeline of this season, and now you have this new ending timeline. So you have the other timeline where old 5 goes back with different math.
Right.
Yeah, so like there's a bunch of timelines now to keep up with. Yeah. I'm
Just
like, which ones are the ones to
stacking.
really to matter most right now?
The only one that matters is where they
That's
are
where we're
now.
at right now with this ending. Let's focus on that.
With new Ben.
Because like the way the season ended with season 1, it ends on a cliffhanger like how this one does, but that one I always felt like they ended where like, oh, but the conclusion of the season is not done.
Right.
It felt like they left for like, oh, but there's still got like another episode to get to.
It felt cheap a little bit.
It felt like, yeah, it kind of ended abruptly where they just time travel out of the apocalypse. Where here it's like they still solved the 60s time.
Yes.
They still solved the problems they had to solve for the most part here. They still have a conclusion.
We see they definitively made it somewhere.
Yeah, and then now we have a setup for season 3.
Yes.
Whereas the other one was, oh, I don't feel like you concluded it.
Right.
I like the way this ends. Lila's powers and her reveals, I think, are great. And I love the idea of setting her up that she could possibly join Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, it felt reminiscent of kind of other things. Like the antagonist like has the potential to be good, and like join us, and then
Yeah.
something happens. You're like, oh, I can't. And so I feel like they're gonna get her eventually, and I think that's gonna be a very rewarding moment when she does finally join the team in like future seasons.
And I have a question about keeping the eyes on Harlan. Was like the handler suddenly keeping her eye on Harlan once Vanya gave powers to him? Or was it like
The
was
whole
that
time.
always part of the plan in some way that this would happen? Like she saw it in the timeline or something?
I think with them going to the 60s, it was maybe inevitable that
Okay.
would be a ripple effect of him getting powers because them being there in the first place.
Got it. I mean, we still didn't get some answers. There's still a lot of answers we haven't gotten.
Oh yeah.
Like the actual creation of them, of why they were all born and how they were all born, and then also who
But they did-
Hargraves really is.
They did hint towards that's where they're gonna go in the next season. Like, oh, like we know there's another one of us.
Yeah.
What else the dad didn't tell us? And I was wondering in season 1, I'm like, are they gonna explore the other ones? Because they said there's like 40 different ones, 40
Yeah.
different babies that have powers.
I mean, that must be who the Sparrow kids are. He chose like different kids, right?
Except for Ben. That would be interesting.
And I'm under the presumption that this Hargraves that we're looking at is the one that they left behind in the 60s timeline, right?
1000%.
That's got to be him. And then he's like, you guys clearly screwed up and kept making mistakes.
Because he knows who they are.
Yeah, so I went with different children this time around. Yeah, that must be it. That's what I'm thinking he's doing.
No, it makes sense. None of the silhouettes looked like them. Or if they do use the same actors and do like the whole double actor thing, that Luther wouldn't have the big ape body. Ben still had his like Umbrella Academy outfit on, right?
I think so. I wonder if the other characters in the Sparrow Academy, I mean, I'm sure we're like one Google search away from looking at a Wikipedia page to find out about Sparrow Academy in the comics. I'm not sure who this cast of characters is. I mean, I don't know what that giant square box thing is that's floating around with one of those characters.
Whoa, what is that? Holy
Yeah, it's the mother box.
This is a DC property.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're dealing with here, but I imagine that maybe, yeah, obviously Ben is back, which is cool, but I think it might be a different cast of characters this time around. They all look like different body types. I don't. They don't look
Yeah.
like the shadows of the characters that we know.
No,
yeah.
definitely not.
So they got to be.
Those are the silhouettes of the actors that haven't cast yet.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, we don't know who we cast yet. Let's just get some silhouettes in there. We know Ben's gonna be in there. Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. I mean, but going back a little bit, there's still some arcs that I don't think they really fully realized. The whole thing with Allison and Ray ended in the last episode, right? And
Right,
that
they
was
had
just-
their goodbye already.
Yeah, and this was like the final closure stamp here. I thought was an endearing moment. And then you also have Vanya and Sissy. That made sense to me, you know? The
She
idea,
wouldn't go back.
I could see a version of Sissy still going to the future.
I feel like there's a lot of arguments she could have made, but I also see Sissy's arguments as to why she wouldn't.
Yeah, and Sissy was also under the impression that Harlan didn't have any of these powers and stuff. And then
Right.
once you see Harlan still with some powers and giving his mom a weird, bright burn evil look, well, now it seems like Harlan would have been better off going with you guys.
It makes me think we're gonna see adult Harlan in the next season.
Yeah, probably. That would be pretty cool. It's kind of a bummer. I really felt for none of them ended up with the people they were romantically involved with. Diego doesn't end up with Lila.
I'm glad none of them died though. I'm glad none of their
None of them
significant
died.
others
But Sissy doesn't end up with Vanya. I mean, her reasoning for not going made sense. You know, Allison and Ray, obviously, but they didn't even really, other than some CPR moment, they didn't really hint at Luther and Allison trying to strike up a romance again.
Right. I think they didn't want to overcrowd it with focusing on the love triangle because there's other things at stake.
True.
Within the season.
We're obviously getting a season 3. I loved Luther in this season.
Oh, he was great.
I loved him in this season.
He was really funny.
I didn't feel like he really had much of an arc, though.
I mean, he went from like not wanting to do anything to do with them to like, okay, I'll be part of my family.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
his arc was pretty early in the show.
I mean, but same thing with Klaus. Like, some of them didn't get some arc treatments.
I felt like they wanted to entertain the David thing, but not really fully fleshing it out. They dropped the alcoholic thing.
Well, I mean, I think that thing with David at the end was also demonstrating that, you know, like, there are some things you just can't change and they're out of your control and you don't have control over certain other people's choices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Bell Academy's deep, y'all.
it is deep. So that, and then it was like Ben, but other characters had like a really fully realized arc as before. Because like in season 1, Luther went from loyal, obedient to his father and wanting to be the leader to coming to the realization that everything's a lie.
Yeah.
And then having that all stripped away from him. Here, he's just kind of like, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't want to be involved. Okay, I'm involved. And I'm kind of dumb this season.
Yeah.
The really intelligent guy you saw in the first season
Right.
is not here in this
He's
season.
just a lovable lug now. I like dumb Luther.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, it was weird because in the first episode of this season, you see them all working together in that apocalypse, and they all seem like they're all necessary.
Right.
Whereas in this final battle, not all of them are
Only a few
necessary.
of them.
Only like a
One
few
of-
of them really came in handy.
Klaus didn't really do much in this one. He could have had his army of the dead fight them, but no, Vanya's one-handed.
Luther didn't really do much.
Yeah.
You know?
He did threw one punch and then got thrown through a house.
I mean, this really felt like it was 5 in Vanya's season. And,
Yeah.
and Diego's too,
5
actually.
Vanya, Diego, and Allison.
And Luther and Klaus.
Allison, the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah. This is why you guys come here, for the top-notch reviews, all right?
Here to not state the obvious.
The perfect analysis. Trying to review a last episode and a whole season in one video. That came into play for sure with in a great moment, a really rewarding, albeit a tad predictable moment, with 5 time-traveling seconds, but it was still rewarding.
Yeah,
when
it was cool the effect in which how he kind of went through that.
Yeah, and I liked seeing how when he time travels back seconds, I didn't know if that would be he time travels back a few seconds and sees another version of himself.
Oh, that would have been trippy.
You know, if like there's like, you know what I mean? He
Yeah,
time travels
yeah,
back
yeah.
and there's like
Another 5 there.
Yeah, and I thought that's what the complication of that would be, but apparently not. These time travel rules are so fucking
They're
stupid.
so then it's whatever they wanted to.
It's whatever the plot requires at the time. The Swedes, though, I'm not a big fan of what they did with them this season.
They weren't Hazel and Cha-Cha. But I feel like the rest of the season kind of makes up for that lack of those 2 characters.
This whole thing with the Swedes showing up to shoot.
But I knew that's what their intention was because at the last time we saw the Swede, he scratched the little container and realized it was fake.
Yeah.
So he was like, the lady who grabbed my balls must kill her lady.
But was the whole
Perfect impression.
purpose of them being set up just for that?
Yeah, it's just so there's someone to take her out, I guess.
To me, what it felt like was they had very generic characters in place of the assassins, and then occasionally they were just trying to add some depth to them.
They weren't characters, they were plot devices.
They were plot devices, like, oh, let's send off the brother and try to give like this, I'm in pain, or the brother killing brother. I appreciate that they went out of their way to try to give some nuance to them. Overall, it's like the way they have this brilliant wrap-up and tie around with bringing everyone to the farm was amazing. And then the whole thing with the Swede was like, I don't know, this whole thing with shooting the handler could have been given to someone else. Could have been given to one of the characters to give a more impactful moment, give it to 5, you know?
No, that would have made more sense. The Swedes were just there as an obstacle. They were never meant to be characters, at least in this season, which is kind of unfortunate. The role that they filled was better suited and better represented than the last season.
Well, it seemed like the way they gave focus to them, though, was they were setting them up to be something more. And I guess that's what the lackluster part of them is I kept feeling like, oh, they're going to be something like so integral or one of them's going to be such a rich character, but nah.
Nah.
Yeah.
They barely spoke, but yeah, no, they could have definitely been used better.
But still, 5 time traveling seconds, Handler being definitely has to be killed off. I mean, she survived a bullet wound to the head, having the fallout with Lila. That was cool. I wish someone else had killed the Handler. I wish it was like 5 or something.
Or
you know?
Lila, she used to revenge on her own mom.
Or having that conversation.
If the Handler comes back in season 3, I'm gonna be like,
I'm not gonna
what?
like that. I'm not gonna like that. Yeah.
You killed this woman twice already. Let her die.
Let her die, and then this is about as good as she can get. Yeah,
exactly.
It's about as great as she can get. I wouldn't be surprised with Lila if they brought her back to kind of become an ultimate villain. I thought they did a great job on the fake outs with Lila.
Yeah.
The constant misleads and fake outs with her of like, she's gonna turn and be a good person. She's gonna turn. No, she's not. Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's not. Oh, she is. And then even in the second to last episode, I love Diego. Oh no, she wants to kill him, and then she shows up on the farm. And you're like, no, when she finds out, it's gonna be fine. Oh my god, she's got mega powers. She's gonna fucking try to murder them. And then, no, okay, she's having a change of heart. She's just conflicted.
Yeah, the whole season, I was like wondering where this girl landed. Probably my favorite new character this season.
No, easily.
Yeah,
Undoubtedly.
she's definitely the most charming, she felt like a main character within this show. Like, I would watch a Lila show.
But what happened to Pogo? Is Pogo back?
Where's Pogo?
Is Pogo back?
We need a little Pogo. We
need
need big
Pogo
Pogo
back.
Where's Grace?
But I do kind of actually take back the thing about Klaus. Because I forgot about the beginning of this episode. Klaus has that resolve with Ben. So much of the guilt that he carries around with him, I feel, is associated with the presence of Ben. Ben being let go allows him to let go of some of the guilt because he's had this ghost following him around that he thought stayed because of him. When it wasn't his fault. And I think he was able to let go of some of that.
Man, and I think that scene in the beginning kind of gave me the implication that his drinking kind of maybe started because of Ben's death.
There's a bit of an enabling situation too. Yeah. The cycle occurred around there. Yeah, you probably have a really good point there.
Also, kudos to the actor who played young Klaus because he nailed it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was his actual the actor doing the voice or if they dubbed him with the guy who plays Klaus. There's something off about the audio there. I was like, what's going on here? I can't tell if it's like a weird ADR situation or not.
Yeah, it sounded just like him. Just a little weird.
It's not like the actual actor trying to do a younger voice, or maybe the guy just did that good of a job. I'm not sure.
Maybe they took a note from It Too and then CGI'd his young face. I thought it was really cool that the whole entire season revolved around this plot of stopping the Kennedy assassination or stopping the end of the world, and the final episode has to do with Vanya's storyline, like that the fact that that connected to the end as opposed to what the rest of the characters were following. I thought was really interesting. I thought it was really clever.
We still got to see her learn how to control her powers.
Exactly. This season did a great job of redeeming Vanya.
They did a wonderful job. They did a great job with a lot of the emotional resolve with all these characters. Vanya especially, like her connection with Sissy and Harlan, and then even right down to wiping out all the assassins of like, damn, look at her controlling the shit out of her power. It's pretty badass.
I like getting to see Vanya and Klaus have a little moment in the beginning. I thought that was very sweet.
Yeah, even Vanya and Diego on the stairs there too. Yeah. And like they're both left without their loves, but they have each other. You know.
I didn't put that together when we were watching.
It's called visual storytelling, Aaron. Only the best of us can identify. And Herb, leader of the commission.
Yes,
my man.
I'm excited to see more of. I'm excited to see more of Herb. Hopefully, the commission comes back in season 3. Probably will, because they have that connection with them. He's tight with Herb, so like, yo, what's good with the timeline?
Yeah.
What happened, man?
I also love this setup here that it doesn't of this season 3 that it doesn't seem like they're going to be trying to stop another apocalypse.
Yeah.
But they'll have to adjust to a new lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I feel like
there's only so many times you can change the timeline and try to get back to what it was before.
I feel like the first season had like a contained story they wanted to tell, and I feel like season 2 really diverted from that story and allowed it to. Granted, I haven't read the comics, but to me it feels like season 2 was setting up what the rest of the show is going to be like. Because season 1 was like, we have this story, we want to do like a loose outline of like what the comic was. I didn't read the comic, but like I just know vague information about the first season was based off of the first arc of the comic. But I feel like the show feels like it's having its own sort of direction from that point.
And we got season 3 to look forward to. Either way, I thought this was a wonderful season. I thought they concluded it pretty well. Journey's not over. Journey's not over. I'll see you in a year, Aaron.
See you in a whole ass year. We both have long Gandalf beard.
Yeah. Well,
you have a Klaus beard.
Yeah, I'll have a Klaus beard. That'd be great. Well, what do you think of season 2? Do you like it more than season 1? What'd you think of this finale? What surprised you the most? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe to The Real Rejects. Click that notification bell. Check us out on Patreon. Thank you so much for being here, people. Follow her on Instagram. See you guys soon. Oh, and a patron of the day shout out. Pete Dawn. Pete, I know you've been going through a bit of a rough patch lately, but the name Peter means a hell of a lot. To give you an idea, let me tell you what the acronym of Peter means. P stands for persistent.
E stands for entertaining.
T stands for tenacious.
E stands for energetic.
And the R stands for resilient. So Peter, never give up, never surrender. Galaxy Quest.
Right. Reptar's hammer. What a savings.
Peter, love you, man. I hope you're being safe right now, and I hope you're able to take care of your mental health during this time. I know times can be challenging right now, but just, keep on persisting. Keep on doing what you can to develop your creativity and your mindset right now.
Get on that writing.
Trust me, persistence wears down resistance. Persistence.
Hey, like Peter. Peter's persistent.
Yeah.